So when I was 23, I was deeply unhappy in life. This is going to be a fun story. It was 2011, and the job market was shit, and the economy was shit. And I was coming to terms with the fact that I wanted to be an entertainment writer, but I was working at the front desk of a Marriott in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, making $9 an hour with my bachelor's degree like hanging out of my pocket. It was not a very good situation, but my mantra at the time was make lemonade. Not Beyonce lemonade, but like life gives you lemons, make some damn lemonade. And I decided, okay, my career is not going in the direction that I wanted, but I do have a job and I could turn it into a career. So that was my goal. Now, in the hotel world, if your direct building cannot offer you a promotion or has some sort of like upward mobility, it is permitted and encouraged that you look outside of the actual building, but within the franchise. So I was working for a Marriott, so I was looking around the entire country for another Marriott that I can get a management job at. And it was, again, 2011. They were few and far between. But my idea was, well, I grew up in South Florida, so if I can get a job anywhere in the country that would take me to a new life and a new experience, that would be pretty much a win for me. So I applied to places like San Francisco and Atlanta and Austin, Texas, and Seattle. And wouldn't you know it, I landed an assistant manager position in Teaneck, New Jersey. Yep, Bergen County. That's where every 23-year-old girl who grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida wants to end up, is Bergen County looking at the GW Bridge exit. But you know what? It was lemonade, right? It was lemonade. So I was really excited about the prospect. I'm like, okay, you know what? It's not what I wanted, but it's better than what I have, and I'm going to make the most out of it, and it could be a stepping stone. It could be this, like, turning point in my life. So I packed up my Honda Civic with all of my belongings. Her name is Ruby Tuesday, after the song, not the burger place. And we started on our 19-hour drive that I was going to do in 2 days. So, ooh is right. So, first day driving up, and my brain starts to do that thing. You know that thing. The what if thing. The self-doubt. The insecurity. The what if they don't like me? What if I don't like them? What if I'm a failure? What if I'm not good at this? What if this is not what I want to do? What if I just uprooted my life to move across the country to something that is going to suck? What have I done? And I sat with this feeling for about 8 hours until I made it to, through Georgia and somewhere in South Carolina. I decided to stop for the night, and I was freaking out, and I had this like Kardashian level meltdown. There was some ugly crying, and maybe I should turn back. I could probably still go get my $9 an hour job in Fort Lauderdale if I wanted to. But I wake up the next morning, okay, get back in my car, get on I-95, and I'm heading north. And it was one of those sunny days where even through your sunglasses you could see how bright it was. And right around 9:30, all of the rush hour cleared out, and it was practically just me in my car on the highway by myself. And I realized everything that I own is in the back seat. And I could go anywhere. And just at that moment, a David Bowie song came on the radio. You want to guess which one? It was Heroes, guys. It was Heroes. And it was the soundtrack of the moment. Have you ever been in that situation where suddenly there's this song that comes on and it's speaking to exactly your experience? And it felt like the road in front of me wasn't scary anymore, because we could be heroes just for one day. And I embraced it. And suddenly all of my fear turned to enthusiasm, and I was invigorated, and I had full control of my future and full control of where I was going. And it turned out that that hotel was a terrible decision. Hurricane Sandy during a $7 million renovation, a hostile takeover that resulted in my 25-year-old ass getting laid off. It was pretty bad. But you know what? I think back to that milestone, that turning point in my confidence, and I don't think I could have embraced any forward momentum without that moment, without that song. And it's still my anthem to this day when I have my Kardashian meltdowns and I need a little bit of motivation and I need a little bit of confidence. I turn on Bowie and I sit back and I remember a time where I felt invincible and free. Thank you.